Hi guys! So I am back with another video. Sorry that it has taken me so long. Life just got a little busy there, but I'll get more into that. So today I wanted to talk to you about this beautiful journal here. So this is a B6 slim size. For any of you that know Allie Brown, you know this is the size that she has recently moved into, and I can totally see why. This is definitely a size that I think I'm going to stay in for a while, dare I say it. But that being said, Allie Brown uses Chic Sparrow for her notebooks, and while I do have 2 Chic Sparrow notebooks, which I love, I just wasn't able to put the money into spending what Chic Sparrow sells their journals for. So I took the dimensions of this notebook, which if you look on Chic Sparrow's website, I mean, they will tell you the size. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's 11 by, of course my ruler is not beside me right now at the moment, but I think it's 11 by maybe 5, no, 7, 11 by 7. I don't know what the dimensions are, guys. I'll look it up and let you know. But either way, I looked up what the dimensions were for the open piece of leather, and I contacted a seller on Etsy called InkBandits, which if any of you watch Johanna Claw videos, that's who she uses to get her traveler's notebooks from. And I always wanted to try them out, and I love supporting small business owners, artists, that kind of thing through Etsy if I can. InkBandits, the woman who owns that, she lives in London, so I just think it's really cool that this is from a lady in London, and she's the one who made it and put a lot of time and effort into it, so I was really happy with that. This is, I think the color is golden mustard or golden yellow, something like that. I initially wanted like a turquoise color notebook, but I asked her which leather would be the floppiest, and she really suggested the yellow color, and I don't have anything that's yellow. Most of my traveler's notebooks are different shades of brown, so I was like, you know what, I'll go for something different, and I'm really happy with it. It's definitely a different kind of color, but I really do like it, and who's to say that I can't get more. So that being said, you can also pick the style of elastic, and I asked her to rush ship it because we were going on a trip and I wanted to be able to take it along on that trip. So all of that total, it came to about $40 with rush shipping, and I did get it in time for our trip, which was awesome. She really worked with me on getting it shipped as soon as possible. Normally without the rush ship, just for the notebook cover itself, I think it was $27 for this size, which is very reasonable for real leather. Smells great, super soft on the inside, very floppy. I just love it. So I'm gonna dive right in. It's showing such a nice patina so far. I don't know if you can tell, there's little scratches, and I'm not picky about scratches or things like that. I think it gives it character, so I'm totally okay with that. So for my notebook inserts, what I did inside here, I just put in a postcard here that I had that was left over just because I wanted something visual on this side. But what I did for the post-its, what am I saying? For the inserts here, you can choose how many bands you want. I chose to have 4. I know I only have 3 right now, but I'll show you the 4th later. So I asked her to put in 4 bands, so here's the extra one. So that being said, the awesome thing about this size is the regular moleskin size notebooks like this, they will fit inside here. You just need to cut a little bit off this side and cut some off the top. So that's the size that my mom uses, so this is her method. She gets moleskins and she cuts them to size. So I did that for 2 of my notebooks. So I did that for my first notebook, which as you can see is my planner. I did it for my second notebook, which I keep my calligraphy business and photography business information in here. For those of you that follow me on social media, I will link it down below, but I have a separate Instagram with all my calligraphy orders that I do on the side. And then I also take pictures of people on the side. I'm actually a nurse as my real profession, but I just do other things on the side on my days off. So anyway, I'll get started. This is my planner. So I recently bought a pack of it's like scraps of fabric off of eBay. You can buy these for like $3 or $4, and it's like 20 pieces of scraps, something like that. And so I recently bought that, and I also recently got a sewing machine. Thank you, Nazi, at Amity Bloom for that inspiration. I have yet to sew anything that's actually like fabric other than like fabric onto my notebooks. Like I haven't done any like clothing or curtains or anything like that. I've solely used my sewing machine for crafting purposes, but that's okay as long as I'm using it. So I took 3 pieces of fabric here and just sewed them together and then stitched. Sorry about that, got cut off. But anyway, like I was saying, I just put these 3 pieces of fabric here, and then I wrote Planner 2017 down the side. I have been filling a water brush with just black India ink, and it works perfectly. The brush always stays wet. I never have an issue with it drying out, and I'm a big fan of that. Then on the inside here, you can see the stitching. This page I've just been putting like scraps down as I have them, nothing crazy. But that being said, so I did try and do a bullet journal-ish style, very loosely. I took a regular moleskin. I started this in January. It was okay. I don't know. I like the setup, which I'll get into with how I did it here. And I did like how I wasn't tied down to, I wasn't forced to do anything. Like I could choose each day or each week, like what layout I wanted to do. I'll get more into that, but I do like having a forward planning page. Basically I just put the next 6 months that are coming, write down the dates, and then start to write down the things that are coming, just so I remember. I plan my work schedule out. We do it like 3 months in advance, so I would forget things that I have going on if I didn't keep them written down like this. So I'm a big fan of the forward planning section. I think on this empty page I'm going to put like birthdays and anniversaries, celebrations kind of page, like what I had in my other planner, just so I can remember that. But what I am loving with this is having a calendar facing this way, and the opposite side having a gratitude journal. I did a gratitude journal in the other one, loved it. I just think it's a great way to keep yourself grounded and find something every single day to be grateful for and to write it down. And it's really neat to looking back 2 months ago, hey, what was I grateful for on this random Tuesday? So I do enjoy that part of it very much. So what I did here, I just drew out the grid myself, filled out the calendar, watercolored some flowers. I actually did this when we were on the plane on our trip. My husband and I went to the West Coast and we drove down the coast, so we had a 5-hour plane ride from Baltimore to Seattle, so I had plenty of time to do all of this watercoloring. And all I took was a water brush. I took my Jane Davenport watercolors along, and these are beautiful. They're so vibrant. So this is a great little traveler set to take along if you need a new one. I also used some thin washi tape. I'm a huge fan of thin washi tape. This was the only washi tape that I took along on our trip. I got the glitter sets are from Target, from the dollar bin. The other colored sets are all from eBay or Amazon, wherever you can find them, but they're super affordable, and I just put them on a ring holder here, so you can easily remove them, take them off, fill them up, and it's just easy to carry them around. So then when you go to my weekly spread, this is what I am starting to do, and I really am liking this setup. So basically I just allotted 5 rows of grid for each day, and I just did Sunday through Saturday, Sunday through Saturday. I took a date stamp, put the date, watercolored each page. It kind of looks like what Allie Brown does in hers, but she leaves this side for other things she has to do that week. I find that I don't need to do that per se. I have enough room in each page for each day to do it this way. So that's just what I've been doing. This works for me really well. So this week wasn't that busy because we were away right here. But yeah, I'm very happy. I went a little color happy on this page, so it's a little bit darker than I would prefer, but I really like this method. And then what I'm going to do at the end of every month is an overview. So things that I'm currently reading, things that I'm currently watching. I'm going to fill in some, maybe just like do a short little journaling on some key points of that month. Then I put in a picture here of my husband and I from our trip when we were at the Golden Gate Bridge. So I really like that. So here I did the same thing again, although I used some gold watercolor. And guys, let me tell you, I bought this Kuretake Gansai brand. I don't know what they are, but these gold watercolors from Amazon. I think it was $14 or $15 for the palette. They are so pretty. They're so vibrant. I just love them. So that is those. And then here again, I did June. Same kind of deal, wrote gratitude, and that is it. At the end of the journal then, what I did was I wrote down bills that I have just so I can check things off as I pay them, that kind of thing. And then I also wrote things that I had to pay my mom back for random things, but wrote down when I'm making those payments, that kind of thing. And then you still have your pocket back here from the original moleskin, which is a nice plus. I want to decorate or put something here. I did recently go to Lush, and they had these bags that you're supposed to put bath bombs in, and I just thought they were so pretty. So I took, I just took 2. But I'm going to cover up the Lush part, so I think I might put that back here, cover that up, and then maybe cut off a little bit at the top, and then I could use it as a little tuck spot to tuck some things in. So I love that. And they also had this one too that had like Mother's Day gift ideas on the other side, like when you open it up, but it's a bath bomb. But how pretty is this? Like to make a notebook as a notebook cover out of this, I love it. So anyway, onto the second insert. I took one of those fabric squares, cut it in half, and it was really easy to just cut it directly in half, sew 1/2 on each side. Really enjoyed that. Same thing right here. I used that water brush pen with this India ink. And then in here, I'm keeping track of all of my orders, writing down who ordered what they ordered, how they paid, how much they paid, that kind of thing. Here I'm putting order requests, what people would like to order. I'm gonna write down expenses here, things that I'm buying solely for my calligraphy purposes, just because I need to keep track of that, says my tax guy. I wrote down an Etsy section here. I do have an Etsy page. I don't have anything listed on it right now. If I feel proactive with that, I just figured I'd leave myself a section, and then I did put a photography section here, but I haven't filled it out yet, as you can see. The last notebook that I have in here is one that I made myself. I just used regular like sketchbook paper, folded it, and I sewed it together. I put this little picture on the inside, choose to be content, and I used some paper from my flow book for paper lovers. Then I wrote brain dump, used a stencil, used the water brush right there. Pretty straightforward. The other journal that was supposed to go in here that I wanted this for to begin with was our trip. So as you can see, I have this filled with a ton of ephemera. So I haven't done a whole lot with this yet. My goal was to do all of this while we were on our trip because we were in the car a lot, but it kind of happened, kind of didn't. So I did the same thing on the cover here. I used the square fabric piece, cut it in half, sewed it on, and then wrote on the cover. This is a junk journal. So I used random pages. I did start to journal in here, and I started to make pockets, and I did put some things in here, but I just was finding that it wasn't as exciting looking to me with the little amount of supplies that I had on hand. So I kind of wanted to wait and do this once I was home. I was able to get some things down, but then it stops after right here. So now it's just filled with random things. So I'm excited to get this done, I guess I should say. But I wanted it to be done a pretty way. So yes, I'm very excited to start working on that. I hopefully will do a flip through of this once I'm done, but I literally kept everything that I could find. Oh, and those of you that go to In-N-Out, they have these little glassine bags that are awesome to put in your journals next to when you get it, where you get your ketchup. They have little hot peppers that you can put in these bags to take with you for your burger. So I took one along to put some extra ephemera in. But yeah, I literally kept everything from our trip. It was funny because my husband would pay and he would always ask for a receipt because he knew that I wanted everything. This is the map from our campground, and yes, so I'm excited that I saved all of this stuff, but this was the 4th insert that went into this, but I took it out because it was overflowing. So I think that is it for today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Any video requests, anything at all, please feel free to leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of the support. I think once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I want to do some type of giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.